All right. Can you guys hear me? I need to make sure that everyone can hear me. I am running behind because I just got back yesterday from vacation. All my shit's fucked up. My OBS was completely messed up. Um, and so I'm scrambling to get the scoreboard up. I had to troubleshoot my audio, which was not connecting. Oh, that looks horrible. We're underway. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. All right. You can hear me. All right, good. Well, we're underway. Jeez, that was literally last second. Taking these off. I've got these busted ass. Nobody make fun of the glass. I've had a brutal headache all day long. And so I left my glasses at my sister's apartment. And so these are old busted glasses. Like, dude, look at these fucking things, dude. I look like Benjamin Franklin just got, I don't know, given a swirly or something. Jeez, these look so good. Oh my gosh, dude. How many people are gonna come in stream throughout the night and comment on these bad boys? Look, I'm wearing these bad boys proudly, all right? You know, whatever. How's everyone doing? I see that my girlfriend finally got her YouTube. Hi, Brianna. Lee is back. Yay. Did anyone else get censored at CHGO? Or is it just me for calling Greg Chumley? That's foul as fuck. That's foul as fuck. Dude, I saw Greg was like 7 years sober today. I think it was 7 years. It's fucking awesome. That is so foul that you're calling him Chumley. That's cooked. Man, I've missed doing this. I have missed doing this tremendously. The few games while I was gone, except for that Vegas game, the other two were so exciting. This team is so... What a hit! What a hit from Sam Renzel. A reverse hit there. Attaboy. That's what you want to see from Sam Renzel. But man, I've been missing the grind, if I'm being honest with you all. I had an amazing time on vacation. My brother got married. It was sick. I look like an orange right now, because of the tan, but, I'm so happy to be back. Whoa, Slaggert goes down awkwardly there. Shot comes in. Knight makes the save. It's our first whistle of the game. The sunburn. Honestly, I'm really not too sunburnt. Like, my nose got it a little bit, but it's not like it's really not bad. It's really not bad. I'm just tan as shit. I'm like fucking orange, man. I'm like laughably tan. But yeah, I'm happy to be back on the grind. I just want to start churning shit out. I feel like, it was fun. I was gone for 6 days, and I just feel like I'm missing out. Like, I feel like I need to be, part of me is like, damn, I wish I was cranking out content about my Chicago Blackhawks right now. But we're back, and we're dialed, and it sounds like Sasha Boisvert might be available within the next couple games, which is exciting. Anton Frundell scored an overtime winner in the playoffs in the SHL the other day, which is exciting. Did you take tan supplements? Shut up. I did not take tan supplements. All right, here's Burakovsky. I see he's, I leave for a week. Andre Burakovsky's still on the first line. That's good to see. That turnover he had against Utah was so bad. Uh-oh. Here comes a blast from Zook. Gets saved. Faber from the point. Goes wide. Already kind of doesn't really know what to do with that puck there. Puts it through a guy's legs. Burakovsky just drops the puck back to Vlasic. He's going to circle behind his own net so the Hawks can go for a change. Nice. I'm gonna record a pod tomorrow. Chat with B-Hawk memes and OV Clapbomb. That'll be coming out. Oh, Frank Nazar was looking for Del Mastro there. Puck didn't get through to him. Now here's Grizzlick. Finds Nazar. Deflects one just wide. Frank Nazar is officially back, right? Remember when everybody was freaking out in my chat every single stream about Frank Nazar? And now that he's back to 100%, he's well over a point per game over the past like 7 or 8 games. Scoring every single game. Creating offense, driving play. He's back. And people were like, I'm starting to get worried about this guy. He's back. Frankie's back. Point per game, Frank. I call him. Point per game, Frank is back. He's going to finish the year strong. He's going to be healthy next year, and he's going to finish with over 82 points. I genuinely think that. I think that if Frank Nazar stays healthy next year, he's a point per game player. That's kind of what I thought, honestly, coming into this year. That was like my bold prediction. I was like super high on Frank Nazar at the end of last season. And he started the year hot. He started the year, the first like 10. Oh, I just punched my microphone. He started the first like 10 or 12 games of the season. He was over a point per game. And then he takes that shoulder injury. And then soon after that, he got the jaw injury. So remember when people wanted to trade Nazar for Kent Johnson? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was real things real people were saying in my chat. That's craziness. I go away for a week and he's a stud again. No, he was starting to look like an absolute beast before I left. But the last 3 games, I feel like, officially confirmed that Frank Nazar was back. That turnover was criminal. Should have taken him down to the 3rd line, but we all know Berkey has dirt on Blash, so he ain't moving down the lineup. True. I really wonder what's going to happen when Frundell and Boisvert get inserted in the lineup, you know? Like, is Andre Burakovsky going to stay on that first line? Are you going to scratch Landon Slaggert and put, you know... Do you just scratch like Lafferty and Slaggert and then put them in the bottom 6 too? Like is Frundell going to be playing on the 4th line with Nick Lardis and Sasha Boisvert? Is that our 4th? If that's the 4th line, that'd be kind of fun. That's the really exciting thing about 2 more young players that we really want to watch getting inserted in this lineup is like now you can't hide them all, you know, like some of them will be playing together just because of how many young guys you have at this point. So that's pretty cool. Here's, oh my gosh, Andrew Mangiapane. I forgot he's on this team. That's the thing that happened. Oh, Donato found Mikheyev. Save gets made. Damn, good chance there for Ilya Mikheyev. I think Boisvert is going to replace more for the rest of the year. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. 2-on-1 here. Mangiapane shoots. Wide. Damn. Couple of nice looks there for that line. Kind of disappointed to not score on either of those. Top line out for the Hawks. Green sends it in. Burakovsky can't quite cut off the pass along the wall. Minnesota plays it in the Chicago zone. Green kind of just stumbles upon that puck. Bounces back to Rinzel. Now here's Berkey. Over to Kaiser. It was in his skates. Does well to just get it in. Could have been a turnover there. Wasn't the greatest pass in the world from Andre Burakovsky. Rinzel's got to get to this puck here. Oh. We kind of got lucky there. Bedard slows the puck down. He's going to get off the ice. Makes a pass to Rinzel. Sends it in deep for Tyler Bertuzzi to chase. Nice, he wins it. Teravainen looking for Nazar. Oh, goes over Delmastro's stick. He hammers one wide. Now here's Nazar. Got the pass from Crevier, who had a monster game against the Wild a couple days ago. Oh. Nazar. Oh. Teravainen to Crevier. Crevier shoots. It takes a deflection. Ooh. I think it went off Bertuzzi and went wide. Delmastro drops to Crevier. Spencer Knight plays the puck behind the net. Wild dump it in. Knight plays it. Uh-oh. Vlasic loses that foot race, though. Levshinov battle down low. Attaboy, Artie. Bedsy's stick gets tied up. Knight just covers the puck. We get a whistle. 10:39 left. Damn, that reverse hit on Trennan was big from Rinzel. Is Trennan leading the league in hits? Is that a stat that's true? Who has the most hits in the NHL right now? Yakov Trenin. Yeah, he is the most hits in the NHL. Good to know. He likes to lay the lumber. Rinzel was ready for that. I guess if you're going into the corner with that Trennan fella, you better expect the body. Rinzel did, and he did well. I've had such a brutal... Dude, like, I leave for a week, and everything's out of whack. I, like, go on X. I have to sign in again. Everything is a mess, man. What a nightmare. Oh, come on. I need to do this now because we're going to need to go on Twitter during intermission. Did you hear about the Nyes rumors? Yeah. It's really interesting. I would love Matty Nyes. I love his game. But the thing is like, if you need to give up, is it worth giving up, you know, 2 good prospects and a first-round pick, you know? Like, is he worth that haul? That's kind of the question you got to ask yourself, or I'm going to have to try to log in Twitter the next commercial break. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Like, obviously we have the assets. Like, if they really wanted him, we have the assets to make that deal. It's just like, which of our prospects do they want that we don't want to give up? That's really what the question's about. You know, like, I don't think it's going to be. Apparently Matthew Nyes is a superstar now. And that's the thing, is he's not a superstar. And so that's like, they're asking for, if they're asking for a haul similar to, like, it's like you might as well go after Robert Thomas based on what, like, they're asking for Matty Nyes, you know? I hate to say it, but it's probably worth it depending on the prospect. Well, look, I think we could all sit here and say, oh, yeah, I'd trade Florida's first-round pick and Kevin Korchinski and Merrick Van Acker, you know? Like, but I don't think that's what they're looking for. We got to lock in. We're on the power play here. Here's Bedard. Shoots! Oh, my gosh, it went just over the pipe. Oh, it went out of play. My goodness, he got all of that. Did that hit the crossbar? That looked like it did not miss by much. Oh my gosh, you couldn't even see it. It was so fast. Hit the top of the crossbar. Here's Tavo. Oh, looking for a deflection from Bertuzzi out in front. Wallstead makes the save. People see the 18 goals on his stat sheet and see 48 instead. All right. He was. Did you watch the Lebowski? He was sensational in the playoffs last year. Like, that is a hard-nosed power forward that you just direct, physical, mean, can put the puck in the back of the net. Look, everyone's been bad on Toronto this year. Everyone's been bad on Toronto. Oh, here's Bedard. Oh, my gosh, he's a magician. Just weaving his way in. These fucking commentators just, like, stick handling through three guys, and it sounds like they're on the fairway at the Masters. My goodness. Matty Nyes is a playoff player. Matty Nyes is a guy you want on your team if you want to win Stanley Cups. Just a big, heavy, like, if you have Matty Nyes and Anton Ferndell on the wings of your top six, you're feeling pretty fucking good about that. You know, it's like you put one of them with Nazar, you put one of them with Bedard, and then all of a sudden you're not so worried about the size of your centers. His contract's also very good. Yes, that's a good point. He just signed, like, isn't it something like a 7x7? Like, isn't he around $7 million right now? That's incredible. Here's Lardis. Back to Rinzel. Lardis one-timer. Oh, Wallstead got down in time. Good keep by Rinzel. Green wants the puck to go to Lardis. It does. Here's Lardis. Back to Rinzel. Shoots! It's a skate. Green! Oh, my gosh. I think Wallstead made the save, or it might have hit traffic out in front. That was a great look for Green. But don't expect Marian Hossa. He's a different kind of player. He's more of a Brian Bickle. He's like a Brian Bickle, not a Marian Hossa. He's like a more skillful, faster Brian Bickle. You need that, you know? Minnesota clears the zone. Crevier over to Kaiser. Finds Mikheyev, but it bounces off of his stick. Great back check there from Frank Nazar. Minnesota gets right back on it, though. Go Hawks. Tavo's good. He's still improving. I don't know if Teuvo Teravainen's still improving at the ripe age of 31 years old, but... Oh, weird bounce there. Frank Nazar was thankfully there to deal with that, which is nowhere near as good as Marian Hossa. I don't think anyone's... I never said he was going to be Marian Hossa. I don't think you should only be looking to acquire players if they're as good as Marian Hossa. I think that is I don't know where we're getting that from. He's on a similar deal to Nazar. Nyes being added to this team with all the other guys likely making the lineup next season. That would put this team firmly in the wild card hunt for sure. I agree. I completely agree. Here's Bedard. One-on-one. Oh. It was a good defensive stick. Finds Renzel. Back to Bedard. Shoots. Oh, Wallstead gets across. That's fun to watch. Bedard to Levshinov. Back to Bedard. Man, Artie. I mean... Artem Levshinov's really starting to impress. I don't know how that wasn't offsides, but Hawks get away with it. Nazar gets one over to Artie. Artie pulls up, looks off. Oh, look at him dance on the blue line. Teravainen one-timer. Man, we're looking good. This team's fun. We're looking good. These guys are making passes. They're making plays. All the young guys. Oh, my goodness. What happened? I leave for 6 days and this hockey team's good. Holy shit. We need elite players now. I think Matthew Nyes is something we do not have. I think Matthew Nyes provides something we don't have. Matthew Nyes is a bona fide, surefire top 6 player in the NHL. He is a bona fide top 6 player that will play well in the playoffs. I think as of right now, the Blackhawks only have 2 of those in Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar. So... You know, I think we're all very bullish and excited for Anton Frundell, but it's still not... You really do only have 2 bona fide top 6 players right now. So, I think this idea that, like, Matthew Nyes wouldn't be... Nice next to Bedard. Look, I think there's truth to what like both parties are saying here. Like, I think that it's fair to say that what Toronto wants for Matty Nyes, based on what we've heard, is probably a bit of an overpay. Like it sounds like they want a lot for him, and as they should, because there aren't a ton of bright spots in Toronto right now, but Matthew Nyes is one of them. So, like, obviously they're going to want to haul for that. Who said that Marian Hossa is overrated? Oh, Cleo. Okay. Cleo kind of comes in and just says random stuff like green beans, raw, chopped, bite-sized, sliced beets and olive oils, sauteed maple syrup, salt. You know, like those are the things Cleo comes into chat and says. So you shouldn't mauled when Cleo says something like Marian Hossa's overrated. Oh, it's Bucci on the call. I love hearing Bucci talk about the game, but he's really not great, which is so weird. He's really not great at commentating. Like, he doesn't get very hyped up. Oh, what a move. Oh my gosh, Ryan Green. Oh. Puck gets poked away from him at the last second. Really strong here on Middleton defending the puck. That was good from Green. Minnesota launches it into the Hawks zone. Lee, if it meant trading Lev, Florida's first, and a first next year for Nyes and Carlo, would you do that? No, I would not. No. No. Definitely not. I don't think I would trade Artem Levshinov for Matthew Nyes straight up, 1-for-1. Especially what I've been seeing out of Artem Levshinov as of late. Like, what happens when Levshinov just stops doing dumb shit and gets a little bit better around his own net? Like, if you're trading for Robertson, maybe not Nyes. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like this haul that it almost sounds like you're going to need to give up for Nyes, maybe just add one more asset and go get Robertson instead, you know? Like, but, I mean, look, if you could do it for, you know, Florida's first, you know, or Edmonton's first, Kevin Korchinski, and another, like, mid-tier prospect that you drafted in the first round over the past few years, like, yeah, go do that. Go do that for sure. But, like, if you're offering up a first-round pick and one of our best prospects and another asset, that's where I'm like, you know, he's a good player on a good contract. He's not a superstar. But, I mean, guys, Leafs are a greedy vampire. Think about it. Think about if that was your team. Think about if your team wasn't the Blackhawks, it was the Toronto Maple Leafs. And your team was considering trading Matty Nyes. You would want everything, you know? You would want the most insane return. Because you'd be like, he's like, you know, Nylander and Matthews are our best players, but those guys are both coming up on 30, you know. Nyes is a total nail gun who's performed in the playoffs, who's physical. That's a guy you win with, you know. And the Toronto Maple Leafs don't have, and they haven't had a ton of that, you know. So if Matthew Nyes was on your team, you wouldn't want to give him up for Kevin Korchinski and a fucking late first-round pick, you know? Oh, 2-on-1 maybe? Here's Mangiapane. Look, yes, they score! What a play! Mangiapane to Ilya Mikheyev. Who gives a fuck? Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Let's go! Woo! Hawks up 1-0. Is there a duo I'd rather see score less on this team? No, probably not. But we'll take it. Bang. What a goal. He fanned on the first pass, stayed with it, and then just found Mikheyev on the doorstep. Let's go. Hawks up 1-0. Mickey's going to be... this is just adding fuel to Ilya Mikheyev's agent's argument this summer. That's an extra 100,000. That's an extra 100,000 per year. That goal. It's all right. I'm pumped. Let's go. I want to win games. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nicholas. Oh, Frankie! Here's Kaiser. Oh, his shot gets blocked. Hawks still have it. Here's Rinzel. Shoots through traffic. It hits a body. Good keep by Kaiser. Flips it to Teravainen. Teravainen tries to throw one towards the net. Doesn't get through the body. man, I mean, we're just outplaying the Minnesota Wild, who, to be fair, don't really have anything to play for right now. They're not catching Dallas or Colorado, and they're not going to fall behind Utah. So this Minnesota Wild team has maybe the least to play for in the entire NHL, but we're outplaying them, and they are one of the better teams in the league. This Hawks team is just starting to look a little different. We're starting to look a little more exciting. Nice pass. Finds Bedard. Here's Bedsy with some speed. Can he get it across? It can't. Hits the body. Hits Quinn Hughes. Now Quinn Hughes and Bedard kind of getting into it a little bit behind the play. Bedard's favorite player to watch, Quinn Hughes. Bedard wanted a penalty there. Doesn't get one. Here's Quinn. Cuts back. The two guys on my thumbnail. And the Wild go offsides as Boldy tries to enter the zone. Oh, wow. We got a kerfuffle. Oh, we got guys jumping in here. I looked down at chat, and it was just popping off. Who is it between? Bogosian's in there. Mikheyev's always at the center of it. Why is Louis Crevier in a headlock? You're fucking Genghis Khan. You're a fucking Viking. You're 6'9", 240. Yeah, bite someone's head off. I don't care if Bogosian and Middleton are tough customers. You have fucking 6 inches on them. Pause. Nazer on fire. Yeah, he's been a beast. Leafs are a sinking ship right now. They can't even stick up for their captain when he gets taken out. McCarron to the box. Are we going to the peeper? Bogosian, the most handsome player in the league. I'm just kidding. He's hideous. Got a face only a mama could love. There we go. It was Boldy and Del Mastro initially, then Mikheyev hops in, and then all the big boys for Minnesota hop in. Man, I love this. This is what I love to see. Del Mastro, Crevier. This could be a real treat. I would be fine with this being a third pairing, just mean physical shutdown pairing there between Crevier and Del Mastro. Give that to me. Mucking it up after the play. I don't mind that. All right, both teams have 2 guys in the box. Just going to offset probably. Billy G. Love the bite from Del Mastro. Me too, man. I mean, he has to, if he wants to be an NHLer, you got to bring that. And that's a part of his game. Del Mastro's a foxhole guy. Yeah, it's a guy you want to be in the trenches with. Can I be honest with you guys? I'd rather Del Mastro, a guy that does this. I'd rather Del Mastro than Kevin Korchinski. It's a much more attractive third pairing guy on the left side to me than Kevin Korchinski. He is. And obviously he is to the coaching staff and the organization because he's in there and Korch isn't. Trade Kevin Korchinski now. How does Korchinski get in? He has never been good enough to where you're like, oh, you'd rather him than that, Del Mastro is a better hockey player than Korchinski. He's a better defenseman. He's a better defenseman than Korchinski is. And they're defensemen. What channel are they playing on? It's the ESPN plus Hulu bullshit. Lev up the wall to Nazar. Back to Vlasic. Back to Nazar. Oh, Nazar. Uh-oh. Don't lose the puck here, pal. He made a nice cut, but then turned it over. Zuccarello on the backhand. Good save, Knight. Get up. Hawks can't get it in deep. Here's Faber. Couldn't get around Lev. That was Levshinov, not Mikheyev. It's all right, Bucci. I understand. Both their numbers end in 5. I'll give you that one. Good keep there from Faber. 16 seconds for the Wild to work with. Nice read by Kaiser. Picks that pass off and lifts it out. Not a great shift there to end it, but it's all right. KD, my mod. Good to see my mod. Where have you been? You need to be in streams more, KD. Bill Guerin kind of looks like Shooter McGavin. He does. ESPN Plus broadcast back at it, make me want to vomit. Yeah. Yeah, I like Korch, but his spot was taken by Kaiser. KD def plan for Korch to be what Kaiser is right now. It'd be better for everyone if he got moved. I hate ESPN Plus. No wonder I couldn't find it. Drop the mitts in the second. Working, my boy. Well, work harder. I'm just kidding. Dude, trip was awesome. Trip was fantastic. Lot of fun. Relaxing. Ton of the homies there, you know, the whole family. I tried surfing a little bit. Emphasis on tried. I wouldn't call it surfing as much as I would call it controlled drowning, but I enjoyed myself while I was doing it, just getting a nostril full. I was eating so much shit surfing that, like, for the rest of the day, my eyes were just so bloodshot from how much seawater I got in them, and my nose just did not stop running. My eyes wouldn't stop watering, and I looked like it was painful, but I did it again 2 days later because I had so much fun. Levshinov ran. Okay, why am I even reading Cleo's fucking... All right, let's get some dad rock this intermission. Appreciate you, Katie. Appreciate you. Here, let me sign into X. I need to figure out... my password. Huh. Huh. I just need to do it through my phone. Dude, asking me my fucking birthday? Are we being serious? I leave for a week and I just gotta enter in all my data. All of chat glazing. Are you being serious? What the fuck? Chad, I'm having a tough time here right now on it. What the fuck? All right, this is bizarre. Thoughts on Nye's rumors from Friedman? Um, we were just talking about it a few minutes ago. Um, Look, I would love Matty Nyes on the team. It's just like the Leafs are probably going to be asking for way too much, you know? And so it's like depending it all depends upon the asking price. Like, look, if you don't have to give up a Frank Nazar or an Anton Frendel or an Artem Levshinov or a Sam Rinzel, and you can give up one of these, first round picks that you got from Florida or Edmonton, and you can give up a Van Acker or, even a Lardis or a Korchinski, like, yeah, you do it, but I don't. I don't. I think they're going to be asking for I think they're going to be asking for a lot. You know. I'm like really trying to sign into my Twitter. I don't know. Is Robertson getting moved? They might look. I would imagine Dallas is going to do everything in their power to re-sign Robertson. It's just going to be interesting because, like, let's say they get eliminated in the first round against the Minnesota Wild. Like, that's really like I'm rooting for the Minnesota Wild hard as fuck in the first round, not just because of Nick Foligno, but because I want to see the Dallas Stars crumble and then not want to pay Jason Robertson a ton of money and then trade him. And the Blackhawks are going to have the best chances of getting him as far as like having the assets. Like, Kyle Davidson's going to want to go and he would want to make that move happen. Yeah, they're in the same division and so maybe that's like tricky, but I think that I think he's more likely to get moved if like they get eliminated in the first round, have another disappointing year, and then he's asking for, Mikko Rantanen money, and then they're going to sit around and be like, where's this gotten us? Like that would be a logical conclusion, is like, why would we pay this guy all this money when like this team hasn't been good enough? They haven't been able to break through. It hasn't worked. Are you just going to bring back the same personnel and just pay Jason Robertson a lot more money and hope that it works better next year? It's like the Colorado Avalanche are still going to be really good next year. The Minnesota Wild are still going to be really good next year. Like if they haven't been able to either get through, it's been like Colorado or Edmonton, It's like they've been right there, but just have not been able to get over the hump. And so I hope that they have another disappointing year, and then Katie's able to swoop in. They just gassed up Boisvert and Frundell. Frundel's been on a heater. He looks like the truth. Yeah, I think Frundel's going to be the truth. I really do. And I think he's going to be ready for the NHL. And I think the same thing about Roman Kanserov. I think Roman Kanserov is going to be ready for NHL hockey. I draft Ethan Belches at 4. Couldn't you just, like, at that point, don't you just trade down? Isn't that, like, couldn't that kid go way later than 4? Like, you could, if the Florida pick ends up being 11, you could probably get that kid at 11, no? All right, I'm finally on Twitter, for fuck's sake, man. Robertson plays good with good players around him. Yeah, he's not. Jason Robertson is not a play driver. This was like when I had that argument with you guys, like saying that I would rather have Marty Necas over Jason Robertson. Jason Robertson is a guy that needs other players around him. He needs to get set up. He's a perimeter skill guy with a really good shot. He's a great scorer, but he's not a play driver. He's not a creator. He's not making stuff happen on his own. He's not going to drive a line. He'd be a guy you'd get and play with Connor Bedard, I'd rather trade the pick if we don't get a top 2. Now that I kind of agree with. That I do almost agree with. Because it's like, what, are we going to just completely start over this process again with a right shot defenseman? Like, are we going to start a project over with the right shot defenseman, wait 2 more years? It's like, you've got Crevier, who can be, at the very least, he will be a very good third pairing guy on the right side. And then it's like you're just hoping to continue developing Levshinov and Rinzel. Do you really, like... Do you take that Reed kid, wait another 2 years, and then, like, even in 2 years, like, it's not like he's going to be super impactful right off the rip? Do you consider trading it if you're not going to get McKenna or Stenberg? Because it's like, that is an asset that teams, like, That's an asset you can get a bona fide top 6 player for, just 1-for-1. So, like, I think if you do that, you know, if you trade that pick for a surefire top 6 player, Frundell, Kanserov, plus that player you get, it's like all of a sudden you've got a pretty loaded forward group, like in a blink of an eye, that you're still going to be adding to over the next couple years, waiting for some of these guys. And like, I was seeing those like reports of like AJ Spellacy getting rated the best forechecker, the best penalty killer, and the best like checker, or the second best checker hitter in the OHL. Like, man, I cannot wait for that. That guy is so translated. I think that guy's ready for the NHL. Get that guy on my fourth line instantly, please. Number 3 for Nyes. Like, I don't know if Matthew Nyes is worth a top 4 pick, you know? That's the thing, is like, I don't know. Matthew Nyes would be so sick on this team. I really do think Matthew Nyes would be so sick. I think he'd complement this forward group really well, but God, I'll be honest with you guys. I really want that Gavin McKenna. I think Gavin McKenna is perfect for what we need. Just put him on that second line on the left side. You got Frundell and Bedard on the first line. You got McKenna and Nazar on the second line. Oh, it'd be perfect. Who at 3 impacts better than Nyes in 2027? Well, no, you can definitely make the argument that Nyes is going to be way better for the team over the next 2 years. But when you're talking about the overall value, he's probably not worth a 4th overall pick. Nyes is not a franchise cornerstone. But it's not like the 4th overall pick is like a franchise. Most shit. I wanted to pull this up, but so the past few 4th overall picks: Caleb Denwye, Caden Lindstrom, Will Smith, Shane Wright, Luke Hughes, Lucas Raymond, Bowen Byram, Brady Tkachuk, Cale Makar, Jesse Puljujarvi. Those are the past 10 4th overall picks. How many of those guys are cornerstone pieces? 2? Brady Tkachuk and Cale Makar? Is Lucas Raymond a cornerstone piece? Maybe. Luke Hughes ain't yet. Will Smith isn't yet. Caden Lindstrom, I mean, it's too early to tell with Caden Lindstrom and Caleb Denwye, but, you know, how many of those guys were underway? I'll be honest, the 2 guys after those 10 that I named were Sam Bennett and Mitch Marner, but That didn't help my argument as well, so I didn't include them. But me telling you them now kind of defeats. Anyway, we are underway. Uh-oh. Here's Zook on his backhand. Misses the net. Or maybe Knight got a piece of that. Yeah, there were a couple cornerstones there, Lebowski, you're right. Although, like, is Mitch Marner like like if you add Sam Bennett and Mitch Marner to that, are either of those guys like cornerstone? Like when we're talking about cornerstone pieces, like when you talk about cornerstone pieces to the Blackhawks dynasty, how many were there? You know, like Kane, Taze, Keith. Is Hossa a cornerstone? Are you saying is Brent Seabrook a cornerstone? A lot of the players you mentioned are better than Nyes. Of those 10, I think only 3 of them are. I only think Brady, Kale, and Lucas Raymond are the 3 players that are better than Nyes. I'm taking Matthew Nyes over Will Smith. Three, Taze, Kane, Keith. Okay. All right. Yeah, so then it's like you could make the argument that no, Brady Tkachuk is. He kind of, well, I guess he needs to be. Cale Makar, obviously. Then Lucas Raymond is not. Lucas Raymond is not a cornerstone player. And neither is Sam Bennett, and neither is Mitch Marner. You know? You got to include Bennett and Marner. So Bennett is a cornerstone piece, but Marian Hossa is not. But Brent Seabrook is not. Like, Sam Bennett is a 50 to 60 point guy. Anyone over Brady, his face upsets me. Well, his face upsets a lot of people. But he's a damn good hockey player. And a guy I would kill for. I'd give that 4th overall pick for Brady Tkachuk. You better fucking believe that. I'd give up Lardis, that 4th overall pick, and Oliver Moore for Brady Tkachuk. I would. I probably would. Here's Crevier. Gets it in deep. Come on. Give us that. Thank you. Going to the peeper. Attaboy, Big Lou. Drawing a penalty there. So what is a realistic trade target for the 5th overall pick? Dallas is trying to win now, so they don't want picks for Robbo. Nyes may be on the market, but who else? I mean, we've heard that St. Louis is shopping, you know. Do you go after Robert Thomas? Here's Bedsy. Going downhill. Curls back. Back to Artie. Artie holds. Gets it to Bedard. Nice pass from Artie. Bedard back to Nazar. Oh, it bounced on Bedard last second. Oh my gosh, they are fun. Nazar trying to jam it home. And no call yet from the officials. Nazar doesn't think that it was frozen. He darted in there to try to jam it home. Man, this team is fun to watch, man. These guys are... Nazar's back. Artie's looking sick all of a sudden. These guys are fucking fun to watch. Bert spinning off. Where's the puck? Yeah, it was still loose there. Never went in. These boys have been buzzing lately. They've been sick, man. This is like what we saw at the start of the year with when you've got Nazar and Bedard firing at this level. It's like those two alone, they both do so much. They both create so much. Like when you have Nazar playing at a point per game pace and then Bedard doing that, oh my goodness, it goes just wide. Bertuzzi gets it into Nazar. Nazar tries to get a backhand pass. Teuvo gets on the puck, protecting it. He's getting hounded by Faber. Turns it over. Wild get it out. Grundy and Canty on the way too. Any word on Frendell? No, he's still playing in Djurgårdens. Frankie to Teuvo. Drop pass for Artie. Bertuzzi circles away. He's got some space. Passes it down low for Frankie. Brings it up high. Bad pass to Teravainen. Bad pass there from Nazar. Wild clear it. Second unit going to come out for the final 15 seconds here. Rinzel, drop pass to Green. Passes it to Lardis. Falls nicely for Rinzel. Gets it to Lardis. Back to the point, Berkey. Burakovsky with a nice move. Shoots! Oh, right in the breadbasket of Wallstedt, who makes the save. That does it for the Blackhawks man advantage. Not going to lie, I'm more excited for Kanserov than Frendell. I think he could take Nazar's 2C spot in the top 6. I don't know if that'll happen. The way Frank Nazar is, Frank Nazar is looking like an all-star level talent these past few games. Like, he is back. He is over a point per game. What does he have, 10 points in 7 games or something? Like, he's looked phenomenal. And this is the Frank Nazar we saw at the end of last year. This is the Frank Nazar we saw at the start of this season. Frank Nazar, when he's healthy and playing his best hockey, he's a really good player. Faber, wow, what a move. Good save, Spencer Knight, my goodness. I'm excited for Kanserov. Like, I'm more positive about Frendell just being like a really, really solid two-way top 6 player. But Kanserov, I could see Kanserov being an absolute stud. Like, I think he is the real deal. His shot is just so good. And his overall game, like, Kanserov's defensive game is so good. Like, he's another guy that's going to be used on PK, on the PK and on the power play. You know? He's so good in the slot. I think he's better than Nazar in the slot. I'll tell you that much on the power play. Like, put him right there. And then maybe you put Nazar on the second unit. And then put Frendell on the right half wall. Bedard back over on the left half wall. Now we're cooking. Is Bertuzzi a lefty? Oh, nice save, Spencer Knight. Green to Lardis. Lardis can't get this out. Kaiser gets on the puck. He's getting hounded. Minnesota really, really forechecking hard. Putting a lot of pressure on us. We get it out, though. Minnesota brings it back in, though. Oh, no, and Kaiser's twig just snapped in half. Frankie hoists it out. Good job by him. Hawks will be able to go for a change here. Not all of them, though. Oh, no. Foligno. Almost got an apple there. Holy shit. Nick Foligno cooking us. Frindell won't just be... Kanserov is so different from Demidov. Kanserov's not like a playmaker like that. He's not going to be like driving play. He's just like a really solid two-way, great shot, good nose for the net. Got a little jam in his game. Different player, but Barkov Hosa's not off the table from Dell's peak. He has to get a little faster though. He my buddy the prospect Don interviewed him, and he asked him like what he's most trying to improve upon in his foot speed. His like initial burst was what he's been trying to focus on the most. So that's good news. I just think he can be just as good as Nazar. Nazar's insane next to Bedsy. Just imagine Frindell, Bedard, Nazar with Kanserov taking Nazar's spot next to Tavo and Bertuzzi. Artie Party, love him. I love Artie too. Nick Foligno is a myth. This just in, Nick Foligno confirmed myth. Have any of you guys been watching March Madness today? I've like not followed along because I was Lucas Reichel in his Bruins debut. No way. No way.
Tikiki. Bruins have it out in the neutral zone. Pounded down low by Aspero. Out in front, they score! Lucas Reichel in his Bruins debut!
Good for the kid, man. Good for the kid. Look, I don't think he's an NHL player, but good for the kid. Happy for him. I'm definitely not preying on his downfall. I wish him nothing but the best. Get Morgan Geeky. High Point won me like $50. Can Wild win, guys? No. Chicago Blackhawks are too good. Vlasic lifts it out. It's going to go all the way for icing. Yeah, you got too much on that. Was hoping for a better bounce, and he didn't get it. I'm also really intrigued to see Boisvert. Can I be honest with you guys? Like, part of me is like I've heard so much shit about Sasha Boisvert that like I'm almost not rooting for him. Like, almost. Like, I want him to do well. I did say almost. Like, yeah, I would like for him to. Oh, Nazar! Oh, shoots wide. Bertuzzi tries to throw in back across. Nazar makes a great play along the blue line. Grzelcyk shoots! Oh, it deflects. Goes just wide. Here's Burt behind the line. Frankie gets back on it. He gets hit hard. Minnesota's going to get this out. Nice. Here's Beds into the zone. Oh, kind of bobbled the puck. Here's Berkey. Bad pass for Grzelcyk, who steps into it. Oh my gosh, that shot block. Who was that? That guy's dead. Why are they blowing the whistle? Come on. You're blowing the whistle for a guy blocking a shot? Oh, man. That hurts. What did you hear? Well, just that, like, he's kind of had trouble in the locker room at Nodak and then BU, and, you know, he gets healthy scratched in that playoff game for BU, and he hasn't been good. He has not been good this year for BU. It's not like he's been a bright spot. He was injured at the start of the year, but then he got healthy and still was not very good. And then, you know, whatever missing, whether he's missing meetings or whatever it was to get him scratched in a fucking do or die game. Like, that doesn't excite me. I'm not like, ooh, get that guy in the locker room, you know? The frat fight. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that rumor. I don't know how true that is. You know. Because, like, frat guys can be douchebags, so. Like, if he got jumped at a party, I'm not like, he got his ass kicked by a frat bro. Like, you know, who knows what that story actually is, but just like if Jay Pandolfo was scratching this guy in a do or die game, that doesn't excite me. But we'll see. Maybe his game is just so much better for the pro level. Just when I see him skate, he's not a good skater. So, like, I don't know how his game's going to translate to the NHL when you've got less time and space and it's faster. Like, he's slow. His skating's not great. When I see him play, I'm like, ooh. Hopefully he comes in with a chip on his shoulder and Slags takes him under his wing. That's who he needs to be learning from, Landon Slaggert. Landon Slaggert will turn him into a superstar in no time. Hopefully Chicago locker room can turn him around. Yeah, like, I don't know if that same shit can fly in an NHL locker room when it's like everyone's better. You know, like everyone's really good. You're not the top dog. Like him coming into BU this year after that season he had at North Dakota last year, he was probably like, yeah, I'm the guy. Like he was one of the most sought after guys in the transfer portal last year. BU went out and got him. He was given the first line center role. He played first line center like the whole year for BU. And so there's probably a sense of entitlement there. And, like, that shit won't... And so, yeah, maybe the NHL locker room will just, like, that won't fly. Because guess what? You're not better than Frank Nazar, and you're definitely not better than Connor Bedard, you know? So, like, there are two kids that are, like, your age that are significantly better hockey players than you are. So you can't be like, oh, I'm the guy. It's like, you're not. You're a piece of shit, you know? So... Slags is the vet everyone needs. Slags is like 23 years old. I bet Hawks lose in OT. Yeah, I mean, it's happened a couple times to these guys. It's not exactly the most unlikely game script. Boldy's shot gets blocked by Vlasic. Bedard gets hit with a pass. Gains the line. Nice play there by Burakovsky, actually. But Bedard couldn't get on it in time. Lardis out there with Bedard and Burakovsky. Good pass by Lardis. Hawks break it out. It's going for icing. Yeah. Artie just kind of missed that pass to Bedard. Bedard, like, didn't go for it. All the Nodak kids transferred. Wasn't there issues with the coach, too? Well, just, yeah, the BU coach healthy scratched him in the second to last game of the season. Look at some of the Nyes USHL tape. Looks like he's skating in quick scan. Yeah, hopefully that's like the same thing with Mason West. No reason Boisvert can't get quicker. It's true. It's true. It's just like, of all these young guys that I'm like really rooting for, I'm not like, oh man, I really want to see him succeed. Like, if he's kind of a dickhead. But maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need a asshole. You know, maybe this group needs an asshole with a little bit of bite. Jeez. Nice interception, Bedard. He might be in on a breakaway. Connor Bedard on his backhand scores. He's just so good. He's just so good. He had a guy on him the whole way and just protects the puck and beats Wallstedt. It just looks easy. It just looks easy for him. It looks easy. Like, just reads that well. Has the speed to get away and just, like, on the backhands. Like, that looked simple. Let's see, what speed did he get up to? 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. And scores. And gives one of these to a couple of the Blackhawks fans in the crowd. Wow. Connor Bedard, man. He's so good. That was just dumb. Yeah, I mean, it just looks different when he does it, you know? Come on. This team, man. This team is fun. This is a fun hockey team to watch. Oh. Tavo's pass goes through Nazar's legs and goes all the way for icing. Thought Hughes was supposed to be fast. The only favorite I have is Kaiser. What a treat. Yeah, he really is a treat to watch. Just like, if you give him an inch, he's gonna take a mile. It's just like every game he does something that's like, you're just waiting for it. Even if he's kind of quiet, he's not really getting set up. It just takes one little moment and he's gone, you know? And he takes your fucking lunch money. nonchalantly at the end of the shift. Yeah, seriously. Just like still having the capacity to like not give up that ground. Hawks have been the better team. Hawks have been the better team. No, that wasn't Hughes. No, it was Johansson. It was the guy who turned the puck over to him. All right, now Wild, they're going to the peeper here. On Grizz, Matt Grizzlick. Get that out. It goes all the way. Nice. Good clear from Crevier. 102 clap bomb Crevier. Attaboy. Good start to the PK. Here's Quinn to Zuccarello. They get into the zone. Tarasenko shoots. It hits Knight's mask, and it bounces off. He gloves it anyway. They get a whistle. Attaboy, Nighter. Attaboy, Nighter. Boom. Straight into the dome. Shakes it off. All right. 22 seconds down. Let's win this draw and snap it out again. Ryan Green taking the face off. Teuvo Teravainen, the other forward. Nice. Hartman gets tossed. Boldy comes in to take the draw. Oh, he wins it. Bounces over Zuccarello's stick, thankfully, there. Here's Quinn Hughes. Finds Tarasenko to Boldy, shoots. It hit Vlasic's skate. Vlasic in that shooting lane. Here's Quinn Hughes. Over to Vladdy. Oh my gosh, how'd that stay out? My goodness, did that hit the crossbar? Jeez. That was a close call. Doesn't go in, though. I would like to see this replay again. So Tarasenko throws it through Crevier's legs. Oh, okay. And Hartman just didn't get anything on it. That's what happened. Okay. He missed it with his stick and ended up just hitting his skate. I don't like the Wild, but definitely love to watch Boldy. I'm not going to lie. The Wild are probably going to be my playoff team that I'm kind of cheering for in the West. I won't lie to you guys. They got a lot of guys that I like a lot. Here's Quinn Hughes. Oh, was looking for Hartman. Went over his stick. Ryan Hartman on their power play one. Well, Kaprizov's not playing. Oh, and Eriksson Ek. I just noticed he's out too, right? So I think Eriksson Ek's normally is net front on their power play one. And then Kaprizov is where Kaprizov kind of plays on that right side. Lots of U.S. talent on the Wild, yeah. I hate Quinn Hughes and I hate Brock Faber. I hope they get swept. That's crazy. How could you hate Quinn Hughes? He's so fucking good. I like both those guys a lot. Nice. Vlasic intercepts the pass, plays it off the wall. Hawks kill off that power play. Here comes Spurgeon. Knight deflects that. Lardis plays it up the wall. Bertuzzi harassing Faber, who spins off. Now here come the Wild. Uh-oh. Oh, they score. What an ugly one. Kind of a garbage goal. Sturm gets one through. The wickets. Through the legs of Spencer Knight. And he scores after blocking that shot a few minutes ago. Oh, yeah, it's a saw. I mean, that's... Hey, we'll spot Niter one of those. I spot Niter one of those every 10 games. I don't mind it. I don't mind spotting Spencer Knight one of those. He gets one of those every 10 games, all right? He gets one of those. Most overrated player in the sport of hockey. It's crazy. I mean, Lebowski watches Quinn Hughes is like, meh, he's not that good. Meh, I've seen better. Quinn Hughes is unbelievable. I can't believe you watch the Olympics and is like, he's overrated. Like, here's Bedard. Burakovsky gets hit. Oh, Bert! Didn't get much on that shot. Bummer. I like Kaprizov, though. I like Kaprizov, too. But I don't think Quinn Hughes is overrated. Well, then, Lebowski, you probably really liked my the pod I put out last week with Andy Francis. You probably were eating up everything he was saying about him. I don't think Quinn Hughes has really had an opportunity. Like, that Vancouver team that was really good a couple years ago, they pushed the Oilers to the brink and lost in Game 7, you know, in the second round? Other than that, Vancouver's been buns. Like, what happens if he beats the Stars? Like, what if they get through Dallas in the first round, you know? I'm rooting for them to beat Dallas, man. I really want to see Dallas lose. I think that'd be really good for us. If you want Jason Robertson to get moved, if you don't want Jason Robertson to resign, you should be rooting against the Dallas Stars very heavily in the first round of the playoffs this year. You want them to have as disappointing of a playoff run as possible. First time in 100 years that the Hawks actually have a lead. This Bedard kid's pretty good. We should surround him with elite talent like Burakovsky. Don't worry, the talent's on the way. See, but like Lebowski, I think he proved it at I think the Olympics, like playing fucking 28 minutes a night, scoring that big goal against Sweden. I mean, he could have had the winner against Canada too if Binnington didn't make that world-class save. We've got another scrum with McCarron at the center of it. Mangiapane mixing it up. He's a little guy, that Mangiapane. They won't know center depth. Yeah, but look, do I think they're going to go all the way? No. But is it good enough? Like, what they have on the wings? Like, yeah, they don't have the best centers, but their wings, they have the best blue line in the West. Like, their blue line's better than Dallas's. They've got two good goaltenders. You know, like if their goalies get to, like, they could totally beat Dallas. I think that game is, I think that series is going 7. I think I might be predicting the Wild to beat Dallas. Like, I don't know if Dallas, like, Dallas doesn't really have any play drivers, man. Like, they don't have, you know, like, they don't have, like, Mikko Rantanen's great. I just, like, is Mikko Rantanen, like, the guy, though? I see no world where I just, like, don't think Dallas is going to... I think this Dallas team is just going to keep coming up short. Kaiser... That one was going high and wide. Wall said choose to glove it. Single game elimination on an all-star team in the Olympics. But he was incredible the entire tournament. Like you're still not, like, you talk about Quinn Hughes like he isn't insane. Like, you can question his ability to do it in the playoffs and stuff, but, like, you're acting like he's not sensational. Snyder doesn't give up many like that. He's a gem. Yeah, he does. We can spot him one of those every few games. Shot comes in, gets blocked. Oh no. Was that fucking Burakovsky? What the hell was that, man? It's just bad. He's not a great player. I think that's crazy. We got a fight here. Wyatt Kaiser and Ryan Hartman. Ryan Hartman, known agitator. Kaiser wanting to throw a couple punches at him. Ryan Hartman is a piece of shit. He is a weasel. I want to see, like, what started this, though. Saying Quinn Hughes is not a great player is the dumbest thing you've ever said in this chat, by the way. If Quinn Hughes isn't a great player, who is? Bedard and Spurgeon kind of jawing at each other. The officials are huddled together having a conversation. Can we see a replay? Can we see what happened? So was it a hit? A pop? What is Hartman saying? I'm trying to read the lips. A pop? Bedard just let off an F-bomb. Oh, so Hartman came over and just rubbed Bedard out. And Kaiser, attaboy, Kaiser. That's what you do. That's how you stick up for your white whale. You jump in there. McDavid, McKinnon, Makar, Celebrini, Bedard, Barkov, Crosby, Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo? What? Come on. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Quinn Hughes is a great player. I'm not having that. That's about to say a bad word. That's stupid. It's preposterous. I'm not giving that any more attention. That's ridiculous. Rubbed Bedard out. Rubbed him out. So there's no penalty. Both teams are 5-on-5. Just a couple guys serving some time. This fucking thing. Knight just covers that puck. So Kaiser got sent to the dressing room? Double minor roughing for Kaiser. Okay. If you think Quinn Hughes couldn't be a number one on a Stanley Cup team, you're a fool. That means if Quinn Hughes couldn't be that, there's only one guy in the league that can be, and it's Cale Makar. There aren't two defensemen better in the league right now than Quinn Hughes. There isn't just one number one defenseman in the NHL. That's you're arguing like you obviously just don't like Quinn Hughes for some reason. I'm sorry, if you're saying Quinn Hughes isn't the second best defenseman in the league, I think that's stupid. I think that is a dumb statement. I think Quinn Hughes is clearly the second, arguably. It's Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar. There isn't just one number one defenseman in the league. It's stupid. I need to stop reading your comments. Like, this is such a ridiculous fucking just out of your mind claim. Completely out of your mind. It's a bit of a troll. I mean, even if that was a troll, just like the fact that Quinn Hughes isn't a number one defenseman on a Stanley Cup, like what is Aaron Ekblad? What is Gus Forsling? Faber's the number one on Minnesota. You guys need to shut the fuck up. You guys are pissing me off. There's Quinn Hughes. Moves around Nazar. Bogosian's one-timer. Good save, Nighter. Attaboy. He's starting to see him. Jeez, man. I mean, just watch him make plays like that. Yeah, he's not that. He's overrated. He's not that good. Like, what? Are we watching the same player? Like, are we even watching the same sport? He's never been a number one defenseman on a Stanley Cup champion. That is such a stupid fucking... I'm not even giving that any... Technically, he hasn't. Yeah, no shit. But that doesn't mean he can... Saying that he can't be a number one defenseman on a Stanley Cup team is different from saying he hasn't been. I obviously know that Quinn Hughes has not won a Stanley Cup. I'm aware of that. You are not going to lose. You are not going to not win a Stanley Cup because Quinn Hughes is your best defenseman. Like that's the point that is like absolutely brain dead. Because that's what you're suggesting. Saying that he's not good enough to be a number one defenseman on a Stanley Cup team is so stupid. That's literally saying, oh, Quinn Hughes is your best defenseman. You can't win a Stanley Cup because he's not good enough. Like, no, if the Minnesota Wild don't win the Stanley Cup, it's not going to be because Quinn Hughes is their number one defenseman and that's not good enough. That's the most retarded thing in the world. I'm sorry. That's absolutely brain dead. Probably be because they have no center depth. You know, like that's the reason the Minnesota Wild aren't going to win the Stanley Cup, not because Quinn Hughes is their best defenseman. Man, I want to watch this goal again.
With Johansson. Still has it. Took a lap. Oh, he turns it over. Bedard's got a chance. Here comes Connor Bedard. With Johansson on his heel. Backhand score! What a beauty for Connor Bedard. And he gives Chicago a 2-0 lead with his... With Johansson on his heel. Still has
This dude
it.
Johansson just holding this puck. He was trying to be like a globe trotter.
Still has it.
Thank you.
Oh, he turns it over. Bedard's got a chance. Here comes Connor Bedard. With Johansson on his heel. Backhand score! What a beauty for Connor Bedard. And he gives Chicago
That was sick. Just gotta like all the vids. Just like all of them. Yeah, I like to like all of them. What's it to you? Yeah. I like to like all of them. I like to keep my feed solid. Before the 2024 draft, the Hawks should take Levshinov. Demidov might be better right away. But you have to be patient with defensemen. They take time. Who's who said that? I don't think anybody was saying that. Did anybody say this sentence? I don't think anybody said that.
Connor Bedard. With Johansson on his heel. Backhand score!
I like all of them. Team Canada could have used this guy. I like that.
They have a good relationship with the player, Reichel.
You know, he watched the German team. He knows he played his best game in the last game of the Olympics, and he was good.
Right.
You know, he knows he has that capability.
Kid is talent. We've seen games in the NHL where played with Bedard and scores.
Also gives us depth.
If a skill guy in Boston went down, you could try it.
Mm-hmm. 6th round pick for Reichel.
I'll take the bet.
Do it.
Damn, that's kind of crazy that they put that out. That's kind of crazy that they put that out.
They have a good relationship with the player, Reichel.
They're like, you know, we could take the stab on him. If a skill player goes out, we could take a stab on him. That's kind of crazy. We'll watch it again.
Zone. Pounded down low by Asperl. Out in front, they score!
What a gift.
Lucas Reichel!
What a fucking gift of a goal. My goodness. What is he doing?
Pounded down low by Asperl.
Is that Comrie?
Out in front, they score! Lucas Reichel in his Bruins debut!
Wait, was that Helly? He does do that dumb shit sometimes. That was trash. That's pretty funny that Greg tweeted this and then he scored. Okay. Oh, damn it. No. Shit. Damn it. My glasses. Dude, when is Marcus Foligno going to get healthy? So is someone like McAvoy or Werenski? Oh my gosh, you guys are still having this conversation. Watch the Frundell goal. Happened like 2 days ago. What's going on around the league? Wasn't Detroit and Montreal playing tonight? Detroit and Montreal are tied 1-1 in the third. Islanders and the Sens are tied with 4 minutes to go. Panthers are beating the Oilers. Would love to see the Florida Panthers win some hockey games. People talk about Quinn Hughes like he's an all-time great. I mean, he's like talent-wise, yes, but everyone knows nobody talks about Quinn Hughes like he's won a Stanley Cup. This is like I still don't get the point you're making. Like, you just don't like how much people like Quinn Hughes. Like, the fact that Cale Makar has been on a team with Nathan McKinnon and Gabe Landeskog and Mikko Rantanen, and so he won a Stanley Cup with those guys. So Cale Makar, like, it's warranted to give Cale Makar all the praise, but not Quinn Hughes. It's like, what? Bizarre. We don't win gold without Quinn? Obviously. He was the most important player on the team. Besides Hellebuck. Teams win Stanley Cups, yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey, I don't like that people talk about Connor McDavid as an all-time great. He hasn't won anything. You need to win. Connor McDavid's not a good enough 1C. He's not a Stanley Cup winning 1C. It's true he's not. Connor McDavid's never won a Stanley Cup as a 1C. That much mean he's not good enough to be a 1C on a Stanley Cup team. That's what you're doing. That is the exact same argument you are making. Do you see? It's preposterous. It's absurd. It's like Connor McDavid's obviously the best player in the world. Yes, he hasn't won a Stanley Cup yet. Guess what? It's really fucking hard to win Stanley Cups. Quinn Hughes is only 26, dude. Bro's writing him off. It's like he's won a Norris. Like, he's not great. He's not great, though. He's not great because he's not won a Stanley Cup. Sabres Sharks tonight. That'll be a good game. Might have to throw that on. Are you really putting Quinn Hughes in the same tier as Connor McDavid? No. Connor McDavid is in his own world. But Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar are in a different stratosphere from every other defenseman in the league. Like, I don't think Cale Makar is in the same realm as McDavid. No one's in the same realm as McDavid. But that's the stupidest, What's the point of sitting here and comparing anyone to Connor McDavid? To say that Quinn Hughes is not a great defenseman is the stupidest thing in the world. I never mentioned Connor McDavid. I know, but I did. I did, because you're saying he's not great because he hasn't won a Stanley Cup. Or that he's not a good enough number one to win a Stanley Cup. It's like, well, so then is Connor McDavid not a good enough number one to win a Stanley Cup because he hasn't won one either? It's the exact same argument. Is McDavid in Burakovsky's tier? Burakovsky's in his own tier of just... Connor McDavid is an all-time great. That's pretty obvious. He hasn't won a Stanley Cup. Hasn't won a gold medal. Doesn't have a Stanley Cup. I don't know, man. I don't know. He hasn't won a Stanley Cup. All the all-time greats do. You literally just said all the all-time greats do, but he hasn't. Oh, but it's Connor McDavid, so we're not gonna. It's like Quinn Hughes Quinn Hughes is a top 10 player in the league. How is he not great? Like, can you just like go back and maybe admit, if you want to say Quinn Hughes is not an all-time great, perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Quinn Hughes is not an all-time great yet. But to say Quinn Hughes is not a great player, like of the current players, there are not 10 guys better than Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes is a superstar. Quinn Hughes is a bona fide superstar. He is a great defenseman. He is the top of the line. How is he great? How is Quinn Hughes great? Because he drives play like a center playing defense. He can play 30 minutes a night. He can dance on the blue line and pick passes out. He can dance guys like no one else. No one is as shifty as he is. He makes up for everything defensive. He can just skate faster than everything. So you can just make a mistake. Your D partner can make a mistake, and Quinn Hughes it'll be okay because Quinn Hughes can recover on anything. Quinn Hughes is the best playmaking defenseman in the world. He is the best passing playmaking defenseman in the world. He can skate like a machine. He can play 30 minutes a night. He plays every situation for you. Like what? Like what? If Quinn Hughes is not great, tell me how who are some of the... Is Heiskanen great? Is Dahlin great? Is Gus Forsling great? Are any of these guys great? Is Zach Werenski great? None of those guys can be great if Quinn Hughes is not great. That means in your mind, in your criteria, Cale Makar is the only great defenseman in the league. No one else is great. What? Nobody can create... Quinn Hughes is a better playmaker than Cale Makar is. Quinn Hughes is a way... I'm going to say it. Quinn Hughes is a way better playmaker than Cale Makar. Cale Makar is just so fast and strong. Like, his straight line speed is faster, and he's so strong, and he's an amazing shooter. And he happens to play with Nathan McKinnon and has done his entire career. So that helps his numbers. If you gave Quinn Hughes, Nathan McKinnon, he would have better numbers than Cale Makar. Obviously. In fact, I think we're going to see Quinn Hughes outproduce Cale Makar over the next 5 years. Now that Quinn Hughes actually has studs. Who's the better defender between the two? If it's Cale, it's not by much. Cale, people act like I don't even think Cale's defensive numbers are that great. people are always like, Cale Makar's so good defensively. He's not. How good was he in the fucking gold medal game? He was a dash. He was a dash one. He got split on the first goal, and he fucking got cooked by Jack Hughes in overtime. Defensive stalwart, Cale Makar. Can't believe Hartman didn't drop the gloves with Kaiser. I should pull this up. Getting fired up. Getting fired up with the fans. Oh my gosh, this kid is ridiculous. He scored again. Oh my gosh. Youngest defenseman in NHL history, recorded 50 points. Grow up. Grow up, Matthew Schaefer. Grow up. He's so good. Ooh, I like this. I like this angle. Let's see this angle, chat. Load! Fuck you, Blackhawks. Shitty video. Is this just bait? Are they just baiting us? Is this ever going to load? If the Hawks got Quinn Hughes instead of Adam Boquist, they would not have Connor Bedard. To be fair. That's like major butterfly effect. If the Hawks got Quinn Hughes, kind of what would have changed? What would have been different? You probably don't trade away Patrick Kane, and you probably don't, get rid of DeBrincat. Maybe you just end up kind of being one of those middle teams that, is consistently in the playoffs but never a true contender. Frindell, Misa, yeah, true. Frindell probably is better than Misa. Jack Pridham, Merrick Van Acker. Reichel with some touches on the power play. Actually, some good play there from Lucas Reichel. Maybe the Boston Bruins unlocked Lucas Reichel. Oh shit, we're about to be underway. Lock in. All right, third period, chat. 1 goal lead. Let's see. I wouldn't mind a overtime loss. No, I'm not saying that. I want to win. I want to win this hockey game. I want to win hockey games. I'm not messing with fate. I'm not looking at the standings. I'm rooting for my team to win hockey games. That's what I'm doing, chat. And that's what you're doing too. Let's go. Let's win this. How far out is Nestor still from NHL? He'll probably play one more year of college and then join the team at this time next year. So I would guess 1 year for Nestor still. Because I think Nestor still ended up being like a lot more impressive this year than we thought he was going to be. He had a much better year than we expected. So if he can continue to build off it and be even better next year, I think he'll be ready next season. Nice hit there from Artie. Hawks get on the puck. Here's Burakovsky. His shot misses. Levshinov tries to throw one towards the net. Wild get on it. Zuccarello plays it up the wall. Levshinov settles it down. Passes it over to Vlasic. Finds Burakovsky. Never mind. Burakovsky misses it. Goes on net, though, so no icing. Nestor Still's my favorite prospect in the pipeline. He's low-key going to be a monster. Yeah, I think that guy's, like, guaranteed. Like, I think his floor is a bottom six player. Like, I don't see a world where that guy isn't an NHL talent. I love his game so much. I think his game's so translatable. And he's done the thing that's so exciting, and like for me, what's like why I'm so confident about Nestor Still is he's done exactly what he's needed to do to like make it to the next level. Like he was kind of like a perimeter skill guy that really used his hands, and then he realized, wait, I'm tall as hell. I'm gonna have to be meaner and physical. And just like overnight, he was just like, okay, I'm going to do that now. And he has. And now it's a massive part of his game. He's good defensively. Like that could be our net front guy on the power play in a couple years. Oh! Shot goes wide. Oh no. Rinzel can't keep at the line. That wasn't great from him. Oh, Faber almost got one in behind. Rinzel plays it up the boards. Burakovsky gets into Bedard with space. Oh, fans on the shot. Damn. Could have been a good look there for Beds. Here's Rinzel. Spins away from pressure. Takes a hit. Goes up the wall. Gets out. Good defensive stick there from Nazar. Tries to play it off the wall to Lardis. I like that this 11-7 is now, we're seeing Lardis with more skill guys, which I'm happy to see. Oh, he just lost control of the puck. Middleton's mustache is so OD. That thing is crazy. D-zone draw here. Hawks lose it. Shot goes wide. Kaiser in the corner. Gets it to Mikheyev. Kaiser. Oh, stretch pass just out of the reach of Donato, and it goes for icing. Bummer. Donato could have been in there. They're showing Bedard Settley's. Oh my gosh! I didn't even realize Bedard was going to the glass and saying, "Fuck you! Fuck you!" That's insane. That's insane. He is talking so much shit. He does not I did not realize that's what he was saying. I thought he was going over some Chicago fans. How did I not see that on Twitter? Oh my gosh. He was really saying, fuck you. That's crazy. And he wasn't even pointing at one person. He was just going to everybody. He was just letting everybody in a Wild jersey catch an F-bomb. Minnesota fans catching strays from Connor Bedard. I hope he scores again. I want him to do it again. I love that he like internalizes fans chirping him so much. I love that fires him up. That it just pisses him off. I love that. We have a superstar that scores goals and goes up to the other team's fans and tells them, fuck you. That's sick. That is awesome. Nice. Oh, Nazar almost just took that puck off Johansson. This Johansson, dude. Buddy needs to fucking get the puck off his stick. Oh, Wallstead had to play that because Bedard could have hopped on that one. Minnesota gets it in, goes for a change. Kaiser holds the puck behind Knight. Now he carries, brings it up the left side, passes it over to Rinzel. Rinzel's pass gets deflected. Oh, nice. Faber turns it over. Burakovsky not able to capitalize. Bedard lays a hit behind the Minnesota net. Puck goes all the way around for Kaiser. Bedard tries to slow the puck down. Minnesota's going to break this out. Oh, my batteries. Shit. Oh, one-timer. Wallstead makes the save. Puck's still free. Oh, high stick. Shit. Burakovsky going to the box, man. This fucking guy is terrible. This guy is straight up buns, man. Get this guy out of my top 6. Holy shit. How long is he going to just keep getting away with being ass? Oh, that's soft. Middleton gets tapped in the ear and acts like he gets shot. That is gutless. That is a gutless fucking dive if I have ever seen one. My goodness. Knight makes the save and holds on. Jeez. That was a fucking dive and a half. Berkey's still ass, though. Yeah, no. He's got Epstein file level dirt on Blash and KD. I don't think he's got that level of dirt. I think he's just got a $5.5 million contract, and so they can't just, like, not play him. Here's Mikheyev. Oh, try to work through Quinn Hughes, but Quinn Hughes too solid defensively. Just jammed him up there. Offsides, maybe? Oh, no, and now Green's going to get in a tripping call. Gutless. Minnesota going to have a minute and a half of power play, of a two-man advantage, 5-on-3 here. Oh, man. Brutal. What is he really supposed to do there? Just, like, completely get out of the way? I guess he did kind of stick out the leg a little bit. That's unfortunate. Zuccarello kind of just made a good move and then drew it. Those are both like, that's not as soft as that high stick that Middleton acts like he got fucking shot by a 22. Teravainen with the Twin Towers out there. Tavo's got to win this draw, and he doesn't. Here's Zuccarello. Quinn. Down low to Zook. Bad pass, and it gets out of the zone. What a gift. What a gift that is for the Hawks. Boldy to Hartman into the zone. Drops for Boldy to Quinn Hughes. Over to Boldy. Boldy shoots, and that surely went in, right? That hit the post. I thought that went in. So did half the fans. So did half of the Wild's fans. Nice stick there from Mikheyev. Hits it out of the zone. 49 seconds left on the two-man. Here's Boldy. Passes it down low for Tarasenko. Back to Boldy. Scott Hartman in the middle. Tarasenko back to Boldy again. Finds Hartman. Drops for Hughes. Boldy fakes the one-timer. Now he takes the shot. Spencer Knight makes the save and holds on. 30 seconds left on the kill. Yeah, Zuccarello is pretty old. He's not 43, but he's like 30. It's like 7 probably. Boom. That smacked the post. My goodness. Didn't miss by much, but it missed by enough. Minnesota take a timeout. Give their top unit a breather. Honestly, with Kaprizov out, they might as well just put 2 defensemen and go Hughes and Faber instead of like Tarasenko. The Owl is 24 years old. That's like 19 in goalie years. The Owl. Come on, let's kill this thing, chat. 30 seconds. Teravainen. Oh, he almost got there. Got to get back into position. Here's Quinn Hughes. Zook. Quinn has it from the slot. She misses the net. 16 seconds. Quinn Hughes back to Boldy. Boldy shoots. Nice. Crevier gets it out. 6 seconds. Minnesota enter quickly. 3 seconds. Oh no, Tarasenko shoots, and it hit the pipe again! Oh yes, and Berkey's out of the box, and he's just going to go straight to the bench. Get him fucking nowhere near the ice in a shorthanded situation. Nice. Hawks can't get it out. Boldy to Quinn Hughes. Circles away from Slaggert. Over to Boldy. Doesn't have any passing options. Blackhawks back to full strength. Green picks it up. He's out of the box. He's all alone on a breakaway. Ryan Green shoots. Oh, man. Wallstead makes the save. That would have been insane. That would have been fucking sick. Oh, no. Holy shit. What a... My heart rate, chat. My heart rate. I need a deep breath. That was a lot. Nice. Lardis picks it up. Over to Kaiser. Kaiser chips it in. Burakovsky chases. Puck gets through Bedard. Hawks get possession. Go for a change. Rinzel waits. Teravainen throws it in the corner for Nazar. Gets there first, no icing. Middleton gets on it, passes it up. Stern dumps it in, gets through Knight. Puck back to the point for Faber. Shoots one, hits traffic out in front. Renzel comes up with it, plays it up the wall for Burt, who tries to backhand one into the zone, but Middleton gloves it down. Faber passes it up. Good interception by Donato. Plays it behind Minnesota's net for Bertuzzi, who coughs up the puck. But dangerous area, Mikheyev. Oh! Thought that one squirted in. Del Mastro fakes a shot. Again, what a move. Oh, almost finds Bertuzzi back door. What a play from Ethan Del Mastro. Looked off 2 Minnesota players. Man, that would have been sick. Yeah, Ethan Del Mastro is better than Kevin Korchinski, by the way. Donato dumps it in. Bogosian plays it up for Minnesota. McCarron tries to backhand one into the zone. Vlasic just sends it back out. Here's Nick Foligno. Johansson comes up with it for Minnesota. Bogosian here. Just plays it along the wall. Vlasic picks it off. Hawks get it out. Mangiapane looking for the puck. Backhands one into the zone. It gets to Bedard. Oh, then he gets popped by Bogosian. Now Boldy skating at the Hawks defense. Jeez, he's so good. Renzel able to throw him off enough there. Kaiser to Green. Gets dispossessed. Tries to whack it. Can't get it in deep. Now Bedard does and goes for a change. Landon Slaggert on the forecheck, hounding Quinn Hughes. Oh. Here's Quinn into the Hawks zone. Tries to take Crevier wide. Knight easily gloves that thing. 8:28 to go. Hawks still up 1. Great game by future captain Landon Slaggert. Oh, I'm kidding. Quinn Hughes couldn't shake Slaggert. Landon Slaggert's him, man. Landon Slaggert. He is that guy. Burakovsky effing blows. Yeah. I mean, Burakovsky is... I don't think we're going to be watching him play on the top line for much longer. My spidey senses tell me that's not going to continue happening once Frundell is over here. I just like... It's been so bad. It hasn't gotten better. He's not helping the team. You're going to get to a point where you can't keep him up there. Hopefully Frundell puts Jeff Blashill into a situation where he can't keep Burakovsky on that line. Like, let's hope Frundell does that. Nyes wishes he was Slaggert. This Landon Slaggert glaze has to stop. Chat, what happens when Landon Slaggert gets fucking traded this What happens when Slaggert gets traded this summer? Green should be in the AHL? What? What you saying fuck Ryan Green for? If Green should be in the AHL, then fucking Andre Burakovsky should be in the KHL. Or he should be in the Dell. Or the Coast. this entire Hawks team is a waste of space. They're winning. They're winning right now. Nazar plays one off the wall. Ugh. Quinn Hughes keeps it in. Back to Quinn Hughes now. Over to Spurgeon. Spurgeon throws one towards the net. Ooh. Knight kind of awkwardly gloved that. Didn't hold on, though. Here's Hartman behind the net. Avoids the check from Levshinov. Back to the point for Spurgeon. Over to Hughes. Hughes' pass gets picked off. Nice! Here's Bertuzzi on a breakaway. Oh! He plays it off the crossbar on the backhand, and it goes out of play. Nazar fucking... Bertuzzi's slow ass. Nazar caught up to him. Had he known, he could have just dropped that over to Nazar. Oh. Good work by Nazar to just kind of fend off Spurgeon there. Heads up play from Frankie. Bertuzzi off the crossbar. Slams his stick. Not happy. Bummer. Chat, subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. I'm back. Minnesota gets it in. Renzel over to Kaiser. Kaiser gets checked off the puck by Boldy. What a play from Matt Boldy. Shot comes in. Good block from Ryan Green. Now Bedard flying through. He's got two guys in front of him. Dangles. Oh, puts it just wide. That would have been insane. What a shot block from Ryan Green. Damn. Now here's Faber into the Hawks zone. Pulls up. Drops it for Johansson. This guy's ass. Donato off the wall. Here's Mangiapane. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Oh, was looking for Donato. Couldn't find him. Shot comes in from the point. Wallstead makes the save. Betsy is looking good, yeah. Oh, Bertuzzi just is... Why is Bertuzzi going to the bench? Or going to the room? That's not good. Hawks down to 10 forwards now if Bertuzzi's back in the room. He looked fine on that breakaway. Katie is the figurehead, the loving grandfather whose locks are witnesses and witness. Behold. What are you... Dardsy is humming all over the ice. Dardsy? You're just making up nicknames for him? Dardsy? Slagger is a workhorse. Shades of Brandon Hagel. No, there are no shades of Brandon Hagel. What, because he works hard and he's kind of fast? He is nowhere near the offensive instincts or talent as Brandon Hagel. He is nothing like... Landon Slagger is never going to be Brandon Hagel. Landon Slagger is a fourth-line grinder. Piss break. All right, go take your piss break, bro. So tomorrow I'm recording a pod with Ovi Clapbomb and B-Hawk memes. I'm not going to be streaming the game tomorrow, but I will be streaming the game Sunday. I'll probably be making a video Saturday as well. So a couple videos coming out this weekend. No stream Friday, stream Sunday. That's what the schedule looks like. Subscribe if you have not yet. I crank out Blackhawks and NHL related content. I'm going to continue after the Hawks season is over. I will continue making content. I will be live streaming playoff games. And I'm kind of going to just keep covering. I'm going to cover the NHL. I'm going to cover the playoffs. So maybe it'll be like a little less Blackhawks, more like NHL stuff, which will take a dive a little bit in my viewership because I know people watch me for Blackhawks stuff, but I'm going to still be doing content all year long, realistically. I'm not stopping really at any point. All right, here's Bedard. Oh, we're on a delayed penalty. Oh! All right, Hawks going to the power play with 6:08 left. We could kill the game here. This could be the dagger. This could be the dagger, chat. Kill the game off here. Slashing. Is this the last Blackhawks game you're streaming? No. No. I'm streaming the game on Sunday. I'm just letting you guys know, just like for future reference, I'm going to be streaming playoff games. I'm still going to be like making content during the playoffs. You know, when Blackhawks news stuff comes out, if there's big rumor shit during the playoffs, I'll make Blackhawks related videos. But all right, here's Bertuzzi, gets it to Bedard. Bedard back to Levshinov. Levshinov to Bedard now. He's got some space. Moves in. Tough angle. Where's the puck? Oh. It hit Wallstead in the dome, I think. That would have been sick if he just sniped home that tight angle shot. Give me a Bedard to Nazar goal or a Nazar to Bedard goal. That would feed me. Nice. Hawks come up with the draw. Teravainen to Beds. Beds shoots. Oh, another glove save. That one was going to go just wide. Olstead was dialed on that one. Oh, I hate watching the Sharks in the playoffs. Sharks aren't making the playoffs. Insurance time? Yeah, that'd be nice. Frankie taking the draw here. Nice. Frankie wins the draw. Bedard settles it. Back to Levshinov. Over to Connor. Bedard finds Nazar. Nazar shoots! Deflected. Where's the puck? And Minnesota gets it out. Damn. Couple of really good sequences off the draws there for the Blackhawks. Good to see them winning those face-offs and getting chances. Now here's Nazar. Carries into the zone. Watch Nazar just buzzing. Finds Levshinov. Levshinov patiently gets it to Bedard. Bedard loses it, though. Rare Bedard lapse. Great to see Frankie doing that on the entry. It's so promising to see, man. Now he gets to drop it to Bedard. Now they've got that dual threat. Over to Bertuzzi, one-timer. What a save by Wallstedt. Good keep by Artie. Bertuzzi, nice hit. Puck battle. Bertuzzi absolutely battling. Hawks come up with it. Burakovsky, Bedard just puts it wide. Burakovsky with a couple of really good passes, I've got to admit. Here's Frankie over to Artie. Artie drops for Bedard. Bedard over to Burakovsky, who drops to Bedard. Bedard, toe drag, off a leg and out of play. Damn. Wow, did they have some really good chances on that power play. I'm not upset. Where's Lardis? Second unit. They're still not playing him on the first unit. I wouldn't mind seeing Bedard on the left side. Oh! Bedard, so close. Hawks win the faceoff again. 15 seconds. Kaiser to Donato. Here's Renzel. Wow, they don't even have Lardis on the second unit. They went with 2 defensemen on the second unit. Probably because they were worried about losing the draw. Oh, and we got a big scrum. Oh my gosh, Donato taking a beating. Is that McCarron just feeding him shots? We got a few guys shedding their mitts here. Hawks might go back to the power play again. Yeah, McCarron was attacking Donato. I love this. I love seeing this from the boys, chat. I love seeing them mixing it up. Bertrashki instead of Lardis. I accidentally put 100 down on under 4.5 instead of $1. You better hope fucking... Jeez. Oh my gosh, McCarron giving Donato some massive shots there. What the fuck is that? If Donato gets 2 minutes tier 2, and it's not just McCarron, that'll be criminal. Rinzel's got to do better of fucking wrapping up McCarron there. Donato and McCarron going back and forth. Yeah, Minnesota should get an extra one for sure there. They're probably not going to. Bro said grr. They should give an extra one to McCarron, man. What the fuck? He was just wailing on the guy. Like, you shouldn't be able to get away with that. Like, look, stick up for your goalie, you know. Sometimes the penalties like that are worth taking, but it shouldn't be 2-2. Donato just was... They gave Rinzel one for roughing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, free punches indeed. That's fucking ridiculous. That's kind of crazy that they just let him get away with that because they didn't want to give the Hawks another a power play with 4 minutes left in the game. That's brutal. Yeah, and Blashill reasonably upset with the official. McCarron assaulted Donato. Yeah, he did. Like, Donato didn't even... I don't even think Donato had his gloves drops. He just started getting punched in the head. Like, how is that nothing extra? There was no... What was the penalty from Donato? Did they call a slash on Donato just to make it even? And then that's just a 2-minute roughing call? Damn, that was, hey, he got his 2 minutes worth, chat. Let me tell you, McCarron got his 2 minutes worth of that one. Wow. All right, both teams 5-on-5. But now the Hawks have like 2 guys in the box. Hawks are playing with 9 forwards, chat, for this final 4 minutes. Oh, gosh, Crevier just wiped out. Hawks playing with 9 forwards. Keep that in mind because they're playing 11-7 this game. And they've got 2 guys in the box. Here's Mangiapane. Ooh. Nice work there by Green. Or Nazar, rather. He gets ran over. Levshinov dumps it back in. Attaboy Artie. Frankie's going to get to that puck first. Doing great job there by Frankie protecting that puck for a second. Bertuzzi tries to kick it over to Nazar. He can't quite. Nice play by Bertuzzi to poke it away from Quinn Hughes. Minnesota gets back on it. Artie's going to settle this. Nice. 3 minutes left. Artie over to Kaiser. Kaiser skates it forward. Gets it in deep to the Minnesota zone. Faber spins away from Green. Johansson drops it for... Is that Brodin? Bedard avoids a check. Green gets it over to Burakovsky. Bedard going up the left side. Burakovsky makes a nice play to Green. Green over to Bedard, who fans on it. That would have been a sweet play. Really good work from Burakovsky and Green there. Now Vlasic retrieves the puck. Hawks playing great right now. Still attacking over these final 3 minutes. Not just dumping. Not just dumping and chasing and sitting back. You gotta love this. regardless of how these final 2 minutes play out, I am happy with the way they've played these last couple. Wallstedt's over to the bench. Extra attacker on for the Minnesota Wild. Here's Quinn Hughes to Zuccarello. Shoots. Blocked by Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk hammers it along the boards all the way out. Doesn't go for icing. Minute 47 left. Here's Quinn Hughes. Zook chips it in. Vlasic there first. High off the glass. Deflects out of play. It'll be a draw in the Blackhawks zone. Minute 32 left. Jeez. Stop the count. Nice. Hawks clear it. Mikheyev's going to get there first. This won't be icing. What a play by Mikheyev. Can he find Bedsy? Oh my gosh. It was there earlier. He hesitated. Minnesota dumps it in. Mickey gets there first. Vlasic. Oh no. Turns it over. Where's the puck? Still loose. Puck behind Spencer Knight. Bedard battling in the corner. Here's Quinn Hughes. He keeps it in. 50 seconds left. Back to Quinn Hughes. Over to Johansson. To Quinn. Throws one to the net. Good block by Crevier. Sends it to length. Oh, and it goes just wide. It's going to be icing with 38 seconds left. Ah. Damn. Mango? Is that Mangiapane? Who's Mango? Good work by Crevier and Vlasic there. Doing their jobs. Oh, geez. The draw happened. Battle here along the boards. Someone's laying on it. I can't tell who. I think it might be Crevier. It is Crevier. Just laying on it. Attaboy. 24 seconds. Here's Hartman behind the net to Boldy. Bedard gets it on one knee. Can't get it out. Faber keeps 14 seconds. Quinn Hughes throws one. Deflected. Here's Boldy. 8 seconds. Shovels one towards the net. Hartman behind the net with 5, 3, 2, 1. One gets on net. Oh my gosh. They wave it off. No goal. They wave it off. No goal. Spencer Knight makes the save. Is that it? Holy shit. What a heart attack. Oh my goodness. They're going to have to look at this. Oh no. Spencer Knight just got bombarded. He just got assaulted. He got attacked. Let's see the replay. Hulu, ESPN Plus. 2. Oh my gosh. Alex Vlasic just won the game for the Chicago Blackhawks. Kept that thing away from the goal line. Alex Vlasic just won the game for the Chicago Blackhawks. It got through Spencer Knight, but Vlasic at the last second keeps it out. Alex Vlasic, that's not going to count, ladies and gentlemen. What a play. Hawks win. Finally. 3 close games against the Minnesota Wild coming up short. They finally get it done and hold on to the win. Connor Bedard with the GWG. Alex Vlasic with a heroic play along the goal line to keep that puck out of the net. Spencer Knight only giving up 1. It was a softie, but he only gave up 1. It's kind of what he does, man. Even in games where he gives up a howler, he's still just unbeatable. for the rest of the game. So let's go. Let's go. Hawks win. Hawks win. This team is fun. This team is exciting. This is good. Dude, we're good. We're good. Now that Frank Nazar's back and Levshunov has a pulse, we're good. Now you add Frundell. Now you add Boisvert. Starting next season, you have Roman Kanserov, who, let me tell you, that Roman Kanserov's ready for the NHL. He's ready for a top 6 role in the NHL. Oh, my gosh. A lot to be excited about. A lot to be excited about, chat. What a play by Vlasic, man. Oh, my goodness. They're good adjacent. Yeah, they're good adjacent. They are a fun watch, though. Say what you will. This Blackhawks team is a fun watch. Bedard does, you know, wizardry every game. I love seeing Frank Nazar on those power play entries, being a threat and actually carrying the puck in. It was a solid game from the power play. You know, even though they didn't score at the end there, winning the draws, getting set up, Artem Levshunov having the patience. Like, Artie just looks patient right now. We haven't seen this level of patience from Artie. He's not panicking when he gets the puck at the blue line. He's waiting, and then getting that little pass over to Bedard. They're interviewing Bedard right now. Gosh, hearing the national broadcast ask Bedard the questions I've been hearing the Chicago media ask Bedard for the past fucking week and a half is mind-numbing. Attaboy Pickles. That was an amazing play from Pickles. Pickles was good tonight. I hope Hawks win tomorrow. I unfortunately will not be streaming the game tomorrow. Kaiser was really good. Artie and Renzel were really good. Artie's been stepping up, man. Artie has been improving. It's got me feeling giddy. How good is Artem Levshunov going to be? Everyone wrote him off. Everyone was calling this guy a bust and, you know, kind of retarded and all these terrible things. Man, I think we might have written off Artie a little too soon, and Artie didn't write back. Artie did not write back to us, chat, and that excites me. I have really liked what I've seen from Artem Levshunov over the past 10 or so games, and it's only going to get better. He's still only 20 years old. He's still going to get so much better. And, yeah, Connor Bedard's a superstar. What's new? Connor Bedard does something miraculous every single game. What's new? Nothing really new there with 98. Nazar's back. Bummed Nazar didn't get a point tonight. But he's back. So, play Rich Homie. Oh, true. True, I gotta end it with some Rich Homie, don't I? Already turns 21 in October.
Booking.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Imagine you.
.com has stays for absolutely anyone. Jeez, these 15-second ads are inexcusable.
My nigga been hustling, trying to make him something. Ain't no telling what he'll do for the paper. Ain't no telling. Souffle, I'm straight.
I stay
My plate, shot day. I'm a smooth operator. I drop top of my wheel, baby. That car driving make you feel some type of way. I know you do. That custom brightly make you feel some type of way. I'm shining, ho. This bitch on we got me feeling some type of way.
Is it cause my homie's rich you feel some type of way? Some type of way. Make you feel some type of way.
Heard she wanna fuck me.
No, you feel some type of way.
Mr. CEO, it's what my title say. Me and my homies DJ Ho, he feel some type of way. Okay, now let me real, I know you feel some.
Let's go. Hawks win. Hawks win. Electric. Let's take a look at the standings. Let's see what's going on. You know, look, I know that the tank enthusiasts might not be happy, but don't tempt fate. Root for your team, not the schedule, the standings. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. I need to... What? The what? Why? Why? Mr. CEO is what my titles say. All right. Hawks fourth from the bottom. With a game on New York. Oh, well, they're tied with New York, but a game on New York. Tankathon. Bedard make the Wild feel some type of way. He really scored that goal and just went over to the Minnesota fans and said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. What a beast, man. Does it get better than that? Does it get better than your superstar going over to opposing teams' fans and just telling them, fuck you? Is there a better visual? I think not. Let's pull up the tank. Let's pull up Tanky. Let's pull up Tanky. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that fucking Florida pick? You would need to keep me away from tall balconies and sharp objects if Florida moves up 8 spots, that fucking protected pick, and we fall down 2-6. Oh my gosh. All right, let's hit it again. Oh, great. Washington goes up 10 spots. Chicago falls. Chicago falls 2. Chicago falls 1. Okay, so we're just not going to... reset it. All right. First try. Okay. Reset it. All right. We're not getting the first overall pick, are we? What the fuck? Do we have the fucking worst odds in the galaxy? What is this bullshit? Finally, we're in the top 2. My goodness. What are our pick odds? 9.5, 9.5. We have a 19% chance. We've got a 19% chance of getting Gavin McKenna or Ivor Stenberg right now. 19% chance. I can live with that. I can live with that. Yeah, so is there any, would it... So if Winnipeg gets it, they'll go Ivor Stenberg. Hey, I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't mind Stenberg, man. You add Stenberg into this lineup with Kanserov, Frendell. Ooh, now we're cooking. Caleb Malholtra at 5. Caleb Malholtra at 4. Belchez at 7. Tynan Lawrence at 9 to Florida. Dude, if Florida gets... Imagine Florida just, like, has one off year and they get Gavin McKenna. They just add Gavin McKenna to that Florida Panthers team next year. That would be such a fuck you. Like, honestly, can I be honest? I'd rather that happen than, like, Calgary or Vancouver get them. Can I be honest with you guys? Like, I think that'd be funnier and, like, a better narrative if you just insert Gavin McKenna onto what will be the Stanley Cup favorite next year. Like, when has that ever happened where, like, a team like fucking Florida, you know, gets the first overall pick? That would be so insane. That would be so criminal. Oh my gosh. Do none of these teams, like, want a right shot defenseman? Like, his Verhoff or Reed, like, not... Are there no teams in the bottom, like, 5 that would consider one of those guys over a Stenberg or a McKenna? Or is it, like, 100% locked that McKenna and Stenberg are going 1 and 2? Because, like, that's all I've seen so far. Do you guys think if the Hawks get first overall, they'll pick McKenna? I totally feel like if they get first overall, they'll pick Stenberg. I want to see the Hawks get first overall here just so I can see if they give them McKenna. I mean, how many times do I got to... Okay. Yeah. Some type of way. McKenna and Stenberg are a lock at 1 or 2. The crying by the mob over Panthers getting him would be so much fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be entertaining for, like, as someone who you know, talks about the sport. Like, I think that would be really good PR. I think that would be insane PR. If you could just strap McKenna on to, like, the third line of that Florida team next year and have them go on a run. Like, because then maybe they, like would they wouldn't be able to keep him, you know, after his entry level. That would be so insane. They like Stenberg, it seems. I wouldn't say they're a lock 1 and 2. Reed or Keaton could easily go 2. Artie's so bad. What? Artie was amazing. Artie was amazing tonight. Gingibillion, did you watch the hockey game? Artem Levshinov was really good tonight. Were you watching the game? I think Keaton drops and Reed. Like, I swear, you're not watching the games anymore. This had more of effect earlier in the year when Artie was really struggling. Artem Levshinov's been really good the past few games. I think Keaton drops and Reed skyrockets the 3rd overall. Maybe 2nd, depending on who's picking. But that's what I'm saying. Like, would Calgary take a right shot D? Parekh is left, right? He's a left shot guy. Like, would any of these teams prioritize defensemen? Like, Vancouver has Bouillon. Like, are any of these teams going to prioritize a defenseman over... And, like, I'm not talking about, like, some of the teams Like, I'm not talking about the teams in the 6 to 8 or 6 to 10 range. I'm talking like the bottom 5, like other than us, like St. Louis, New York, Calgary, Vancouver. Are any of those teams like considering? Do any of those really need a D-man? Like, that would be the nice thing about if San Jose was. Oh, they have fucking Edmonton's pick. That's right. They're gonna have 2 picks and like. Whatever. I hope they're busts. They'll get a couple mid-D prospects. I hope they suck. It does suck that we're only going to end up with the 1 pick in the first round because fucking Florida. What's the score in that Florida game? My blind. Oh, they're up 3-0. There we go, Florida. Woo! Hold on. Hold on to the win. Let's go. Let's go. Not Calgary. Perek is a righty. Oh, Perek's a righty. Woof. You got to feel for Reed or Verhoff. The Rangers take one of the two. I don't know. Playing with. That's the thing is maybe the Rangers and Adam Fox have a conversation this summer. That could be a guy. Like, is Adam Fox really going to want to stick around in New York through all this after not getting brought to the Olympics by his own GM and coach? And, like, them doing this rebuild. Where the fuck are the Rangers? Is Adam Fox really going to want to stick around? I don't know. Could be intriguing. I do forget. I always think that Adam Fox is, like, younger than he is. I forget that he's 28 already. I think Winnipeg would prioritize right-hand D, and so would Nashville. That's the thing is, like, I still feel like Winnipeg could use the fucking forward. Winnipeg could use the superstar forward. Winnipeg has 2 forwards worth noting on their team. You know? They're so buns offensively. Good move to put Knight in tonight. Soda in the next one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Adam Fox is a guy that could be potentially made available this summer, but I don't know if that's the guy that, like, do the Blackhawks need to splurge on a right shot defenseman? I do think that he would, you know, automatically come in and be a beast on power play 1. And, like, that would be sick. But then you've got fucking a surplus of guys on the right side. I don't know. Interesting. It's just interesting to me. Who else are disappointing? I don't know. All right, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to call it pod tomorrow. It might end up dropping Saturday, but no, I'll try to get it. I'll get it up tomorrow. I'll get the pod up tomorrow. Pod up tomorrow with B-Hawk memes and OV Clap Bomb. I'm not streaming the game tomorrow, but I'm streaming the game Sunday, so be here for the game Sunday. And I'll probably put out another video Saturday. I'll cook something. So I appreciate you guys. I'm back. We are back on the grind. Go Blackhawks. Big win. So much to be excited about. This team's awesome. Connor Bedard's a beast. Spencer Knight's a beast. Frank Nazar's a beast. And apparently Artem Levshinov's becoming a beast. So lots to look forward to. Love you guys. I will see you.